Hi, my name's Ron Gerges, and this is Michael Von Herr for Fleishman-Hillard Canada. Welcome to Election08, our new website for the 40th general election in Canada. As I'm sure you've already seen on the site, you can find all the latest polls, a news aggregator from the news sources right across the country, the party platforms and the links to the party websites, as well as the list of the main blogs that people are reading about the election. And right there at the center of it all is our blog, comprised of 15 members of the Fleishman-Hillard staff, 7 senior Tories, 7 senior Liberals, and a senior NDP who are blogging every day about the issues of the day. And I guess, Mike, over the first couple of weeks, it's really been about the horse race.
And what we're trying to do with this Vodcast is go beyond the horse race to look at the issues affecting businesses in Canada and around the world, really, that will emerge from this election. And, you know, in the past week, we've seen a lot of the media coverage focus on the horse race. It's focused on process stories, errors made by one team or the other, which team is better versus leaders. In the meantime, the parties have announced various economic messages. They've made economic proposals, various promises to Canadians, all the while against a backdrop of market turmoil, a market meltdown that's leading to a global economic crisis.
But there is an economic debate that is taking place in the election. It's just not front and center. There's a very different vision for Canada that's presented by the different parties, principally the Liberals and the Conservatives. The Conservative government over the past 2.5 years has gone through a program to dismantle the federal government's ability to intervene substantively in the economy and to go forward with grandiose designs of policy platforms. They present a policy framework that's much more modest in terms of the initiatives, but creates the environment for industry and Canadians to be able to try to be successful. The Liberals, on the other hand, with the Green Shift, the National Daycare Program, and similar type programs, present a vision of Canada that says government can do good and can do work on big scale for Canadians. What's interesting to note is, with the economy doing what it's doing, as the election moves forward, whether or not this debate is actually going to be able to come to the fore.
Yeah, so it's a choice between grand designs and the kind of incremental and targeted improvement that the Conservative government believes Canadians are looking for. And so where does this all come to ground? Well, it's around the third rail of Canadian politics for the last 2 decades, namely the deficit. In this past week, Stéphane Dion got some very pointed questions about the Green Shift and whether he could guarantee there wouldn't be a deficit. This week, in the last few days, the Prime Minister's also indicated he has no interest in intervening in the economy the way the Bush administration has. So here we'll find ourselves on the other side of the election campaign, where the defining issue for the economy, in an economic slowdown, lower oil prices, the defining issue is going to be who can balance the books. And no government in this country, after the last 20 years, can hope for positive electoral outcomes if it can't keep Canada in the black.
So there you have it. At the end of 2 weeks, we have the threat of a deficit and an historic market meltdown in Wall Street that's affecting the entire world. That's just after the first 2 weeks. Be interesting to see what happens over the next several. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and thanks for participating in Election08.